Hey guys, Scott here. Hope you're having a great weekend. So, a lot's been happening here at HQ over the last week or so. We've had some big changes in the shed and been making big plans for the next step. So, let's take a walk out and I'll see what's happened. It's still very cold here in England. I think it's colder because we just left the EU. My brother's shed's had a lot done to it, but that's a whole other video. Welcome back to Soundproofing Studios. Let us unlock, have a look inside. Very different now. Go. Let's go in. There is light. Let there be light. This is fantastic, man. It's really, there's something about having light in the room and electricity that just, I don't know, just brings it to life, you know. And so yeah, so we got plugs put in. We got this little box over here that everything's run from, and it's pretty self-explanatory. And apparently we don't need to do a pack test on the equipment, because if there's something plugged in that's faulty, it will basically turn the whole electric unit off. So that's pretty cool. No pack test. Brought some of my gear in. Finally, it was nice actually being able to have a dedicated space to put some of the gear. This amp right here, this Ashdown cab, I was given it for free by a guy named Adam, who runs a music venue in Staines called the London Stone, and very kindly gave it to me. Still need a bass head to go on it, but that's going to be an awesome part of the studio when it's all set up. So there you go. And you'll see down here we have carpet. We even have some spare. I mean, crikey, look at that. I don't know what we're going to do with the spare carpet, but something nifty, I think. But yeah, so underneath the carpet, there's a special underlay called Blissful, and this underlay provides a level of soundproofing. And if I close the door quickly, you'll hopefully notice that the echo in the room is a lot deader than it has been in previous videos shot here, and that I think that's all down to the carpet. All down to the carpet. Before we even put anything else in here, just having conversations in here, I was like, oh wow, that big echo has got. And there's still a bit of echo. There's still reflections going on in here, and we've got all this acoustic foam which I showed you in last week's video, and so. Yeah, we're going to be putting this up all over the place. We've got like 150 of these panels to go around. So that's going to help killing some of the reflections. But before we get there, there's more soundproofing to be done. Now, I've been racking my brain about what to do about soundproofing, because we have aeroplanes that go overhead. We live about 20 minutes away from Heathrow Airport here. And so I have aeroplanes go overhead. That's tricky because you're going to be picking that up in the room, and so I still need to soundproof it further. And so I've been trying to think, what do I do? And I started looking into two different solutions: acoustic blankets and mass-loaded vinyl. And so the mass-loaded vinyl is this vinyl with this special element in it that helps keep out and trap in bass frequencies. And then the acoustic blankets are similar, but not quite as good as the mass-loaded vinyl. They're just, they look better. And so I found a soundproofing website this week, and I called them up and I said, hey, I'm looking to get some mass-loaded vinyl. And they said, you've got a shared studio, you need to do the room within a room system to get it. And I really was hoping they wouldn't say that, because we got the electrics done, and so having to build another room inside of this room is going to be a bit tricky. But it looks like it's something we're really going to have to do, because the whole idea of the studio is I want it to be fully soundproofed. I want someone to be stood outside and be able to barely hear a thing coming from in here. I don't want to hear aeroplanes going overhead. I don't want to hear traffic outside. I mean, right now, it's pretty quiet outside, but I can still hear stuff. And so I think that's what we're going to have to do. So we're going to put on these furring channels, these sort of like resilient metal bars with these clips, and then put another layer of acoustic plasterboard up on top of it. So I have 2 levels of acoustic plasterboard, both at 12.5mm. So I think that's the plan. It's going to take off a bit more headroom. I know my brother who's filming, he struggles to walk around in here already. But I think if that's what needs to be done, and that's what the professionals are saying to do, then that's what I need to do. There's no point in getting this far just to get this far. I need to get further. I need to get it to a stage where I can play drums in here at 2 in the morning. I can stay up all night and record, and I'm not going to bother anyone. And hopefully it's all going to sound good. So yeah, despite getting this big thing this week, there's still a lot to come. There's still a lot to come. But that said, I've got this really cool space. I mean, I've got a sofa I could just hang out on. It's really cool. I could just come in here anytime, just be with my thoughts, play guitar, rehearse. And that's part of it. Part of this is creating a recording studio, but another part of it is also just having a space where I could do YouTube stuff, because that became a problem the last place I moved into. I didn't want to wake up the baby in the next room, so I was like, well, I need my own space to do this. So yeah, man. So that's it. So let's head outside and conclude. Yeah, man. Boom. Oh, keep hitting my head on this roof. Anywho, so yeah, so we've come a long way since where we started, and boom. There's still quite a way to go. The soundproofing is a big part of it, and I don't 100% know what I'm doing. I'm relying on things I've read online, people I've talked to over the phone who are professionals in the field, and so I think we're going to go for the room within the room system. I wish I'd waited on the electricity now, because we'll probably have to move things forward again, but you live and you learn. You live and you learn, and I'm still pumped about the space I have and where we're going next. So yeah, man, I hope you're having a great weekend. I've been Scott, stay awesome, and yeah, see you next time.